Sadoni has said he wants to raise the purchasing price of the dinar for all Iraqis, both at home and abroad. He has also said he wants to restore the dinar to its former glory. The Council of Ministers, who we've been talking about a lot, have been in the news with al-Sadoni. He had 2 COM meetings in one day, which is unheard of. You can see where this is headed. What they're painting a picture of is Iraq is imminently going into the international world. Minister of Finance on TV saying they have activated the automation and digitalization process. Frank, that's important. Digitization is the backbone of the monetary reform. That's what's going to move the currency in and out of the country, but more so out there when it starts to float for us, that will add the real effective exchange rate to your currency. When they keep talking about returning to the glory days, they didn't have inflated dollars. Iraqi citizens weren't running around with 25,000 or 50,000 dinar notes. They were running around with much lower denominations. That is when the exchange rate was higher. It was against the lower Iraqi dinar denotations. At least be prepared for the fact that they're going to delete the zeros and then change the exchange rate. That is more likely to happen. Is it possible to leave the zeros on? Yeah, of course it. But think realistically about all this. Trump organization to develop $1.5 billion golf course and hotel project in Vietnam. Quote, in mid-September, representatives from the Trump organization visited the province and met Hung Yen authorities to discuss investment opportunities. According to the provincial administration, we are excited to enter this dynamic market. Vietnam has potential in the luxury hotel and entertainment industry. Eric Trump, executive vice president of the Trump organization, also the second son of former President Donald Trump, said in the statement. Articles out how Iraq has completed all the steps needed to join the WTO. We knew they had completed all the steps, and now this is an official statement saying they are done. Many experts besides myself, including other intel providers, and members of the Iraqi Finance Ministry, believe this will bring us their increased rate. What I heard is that huge whales have received their notifications and are flying to their destination to receive their blessing. I can't say more until I'm allowed to speak. Nothing is guaranteed in this journey, but I have absolute faith that any day we are going to receive the news we've been waiting for. Their Gotti government and their institutions doing payments electronically. 600 entities of the government already are doing it. That's huge. There's no turning back. The country of Iraq is embracing electronic digitization for the state institutions and the financial system. Progress has been massive. 2 million cards the first year and 18 million more this year. It shows progress like no other. Turning on their new exchange rate will ignite the country into a digital revolution. The world will marvel over it. Sadoni on Friday told the citizens, in an article, "We're lifting the 3 zeros to add value to your currency so you have purchasing power, all of this by the end of the year." Then the following day, Saturday, they, Barzani in Kurdistan, came out and they said word for word they're going to lift the value, they're going to add purchasing power. That's what Baghdad. The central bank, Sadoni's people are saying. It looks like they want to get it done by the middle of October. Yesterday, Iraq announced the completion of its file to join the World Trade Organization, which is an important step that comes in the context of the economic tasks that the government has placed upon itself and has accomplished a large portion of them. The spokesman for the Ministry of Commerce explained that there is an Iraqi team that includes members from all ministries that recently held a meeting in the United Arab Emirates, in which it was announced that Iraq has completed all preparations that would expedite the submission of Iraq's file to the international organization. The World Trade Organization is the most prominent international trade entity. It was formed in 1994 to ensure freedom of trade and ensure the smooth and transparent movement of goods, with the aim of strengthening the trade system and increasing the volume of investments and employment, which ultimately leads to the growth of the incomes of its member states. Under this general description lie extremely important economic objectives such as allowing goods from the member state to reach all other countries, giving the private sector exceptional importance, eliminating barriers between member states, defending their trade rights, and finally reducing prices through the gradual elimination of customs tariffs. By Iraq fulfilling the requirements for joining this organization, we will have covered the most important distance to see Iraq as an active member in it, which indicates the world's confidence in the Iraqi economy and Iraq's desire to integrate into the global economy after decades of isolation, and confirms the government's keenness to activate sectors that were neglected, such as agriculture, industry, and services.